But I don't know. Yeah.
Oh. I think you go.
2. It moves slow as shit.
Hair off the Twitter. What did you feel about my mask?
I haven't. This should hook. Well, I gotta go on that thing.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite videos. She, like, you know that part, she's like,
I guess so.
you know that big baby bottle that we got for that baby crab that died? Yeah, she got one of those to put her ramen. I'm here for it. It stops now.
For now.
I mean, there's nothing in that bucket. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing in your bucket. Hey, what about yours? It's in the freezer. Listen to it. It's like cracking. My piece. Remember I brought it out of the freezer just for the...
Yeah, I was just Godzilla.
He kind of freaking died.
Really?
Because he has to go check if it's still snowing. In the middle of the freaking game, then I got...
No. What's it do?
One more time.
What? I guess so.
What?
This mouse for her down? PlayStation. Why y'all want a computer down stuff? It sucks. Game system's a lot fucking better.
Together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true. NASA is now returning to America, and confidence and pride is soaring like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country, we will not forget our Constitution, and we will not forget our God.
Yeah?
Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
It is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the 45th and the 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day. It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country. As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states, and the popular vote won by millions of people. To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male.
I came here to support my president, who's going to make America great again. And he's going to bring grocery prices down because we can't afford to eat. Trump will make a difference. The last 4 years have been hell, not only for me, but for very many more.
Came from Michigan. I'm here to support Donald Trump. Supported him for the past 12 years. I just came here for a party. I was kind of disappointed by the fact they got moved indoors. But you know what? This is still historic. So I might as well be able to do this as legacy to tell my descendants, hey, I was there.
I'm interested to see the new administration going about some changes. I'm not sure how much that is really good or bad, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
I'm from Tucson, Arizona. I'm super excited. I think he's going to make a change. I think he's going to do it for us. I think everything's going to be okay.
Came from New York, made it here. Once in a lifetime event, you know, like seeing a Bridget blown up or something.
My travels with the snow and everything was very challenging. I got from Jersey to Princeton, met with my uncle, and from there we came here. We're here to support Trump. I'm a big supporter and very happy my family that Trump won. So
I'm so sick and tired of the political nonsense and hatred of my fellow Americans. Like, I go to concerts and metal shows and the mosh pits. Like, nobody cares about politics. Nobody cares about Democrat or Republican. We're just there to have a good time and smash. Donald Trump needs to unite us.
Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. The differences between communism and democracy do not concern the United States alone. Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. My fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do
Now,
for
did you
your
see the
country.
ad of the filling of his basic trip?
I shall concentrate my office, my energies, and all the wisdom I can summon to the cause of peace among nations. My fellow Americans,
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. A directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration as we've seen. The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others. Thank you, sir.
What?
It's working. It's working on Fortnite.
The second item, President Trump, is a regulatory freeze, as you announced in your speech, preventing bureaucrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this, the government with this administration. The next item, sir, is a freeze on all federal hiring, excepting the military and a number of other excluded categories, again, until full control of the government is achieved and we understand the objectives of government going forward. Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person work immediately. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
What is the Paris Climate Treaty?
They sign all kind of bullshit in it. We don't know. Yeah, we don't see.
There's one earlier I was watching. It was talking about that. I didn't never fucking heard about.
Nope.
I just know you're very intelligent. I just thought I would ask.
I'm real intelligent. Man.
You are.
Thank you. You want to?
Why
Nope.
you think our kids always ask you for Wikipedia
Yeah, why?
description?
Yeah, you're one of only one that's ever.
Huh?
I said you're one of only one that's ever told me that.
You are.
Ain't nobody ever told me I was smart.
Sometimes, to be honest, to make you feel real special, sometimes I act dumb and I ask you things just to hear you go all in depth about some things.
Why?
You're so smart. You know shit.
Thank
I'm being serious. I'm not being a
you.
smart ass.
I'm not being a smart ass. I was being serious. Thank you.
That's why I always find it funny when JT's asking you a little bit more deeper questions.
Because it gets to the point where I don't know nothing else of it. I don't know. I don't answer questions, police. And they're police.
You have to
Keep
find a
asking.
nicer way to say it to him, though.
I don't answer questions.
No, you have to find something like when he asks you something.
I don't know the answer to that one.
Yeah. He just keeps asking you stuff. He knows you're fucking smart. He knows you know shit. He might find it to be a smart ass or funny to ask you something again a little bit deeper and you don't know it. And you can tell it like pisses you off sometimes.
What?
The way he'll ask stuff and you're like, alright.
Because he's wording it like you would with the psychology questions. 5 different fucking ways you're going to word it. All the words are the same in the same fucking sentence, but it's all wrote fucking different. 5 different ways to this question. 5 different ways. You're going to get the same fucking answer, even if you get 5 different answers.
It's called the onion method.
Oh, really? So all the layers, it still comes down to a stinking ass onion. That's what it comes down to.
The onion layer is supposed to ask you the different layers so you will get deeper. I really think I want to go back to school. I miss school. But I don't want to talk to people.
You're online.
I do not in general. I don't want to be nobody's fucking counselor. I don't want to hear them whining bitch.
You want to go in that field?
I need to call Mr. G and ask him how do I fix that.
What?
To listen to somebody talk all day long, nonstop. I mean, I know there's other professions out there, but it's not something here that's a. I want to study like drug and alcohol addiction. But I don't want to be addiction counselor or a person that navigates how to get family help. I want to know inside the brain of addiction. And my family would be a very good family to work
With
with.
a drug and alcohol neurologist.
I don't know. But my family would be a good family to work with. Look at 7 brothers.
Look at none of them would come to you for you to do any studies on
I ain't talking about that part. But you got 7 brothers that come from a mama and a daddy that was both, they're both got addiction. Real Papa Russell's was drug and alcohol. My nanny's is gambling. And all of her kids have addiction, drug, alcohol, and gambling. All of them. And some of them even have all 3 of them, and some of them only have 2 of them. And then do the science down from the grandparents to the boys to the grandkids. See how many of them.
all of them.
Most of, I mean, look at Michaela and Rebecca. They've been fucking throwing house parties and getting drunk since they was 13.
And so that kid can't have holds probably won't fuck out.
Down. You know, that's what Mama showed me a picture of Michaela. I think it's Michaela. And they're at a concert, like back in the summertime. And she's holding fucking 3 beers in one arm and like chugging one. And one of the pictures, Mama's like, how the fuck can people post that? That's been one of Mama's things. If Magnets will drink, they're not posting it publicly.
They post it publicly. When you post on Snapchat, there's gonna be a party here.
But a lot of times, like that one public group she posted on was public, but a lot of times she's got these private groups.
Thomas said he posted to every fucking body. That's why there was that many people here. I didn't even see Bentley come down. Bentley works on the Jacob shift now. The day shift. He wasn't there. I'm gonna put hay out and go put fucking the rest of that bag of wood chips that she had up there in Mr. Pan.
But what was you saying about when I said something about I needed to show Mama that fold up heated house for cats?
She was talking about yesterday we make one of just like we did last year. One of them insulated ones where you cut a hole in the side of a tub and then you put another tub in and you insulate around it and you put.
I need to go send her that one off TikTok. It went for like $25. And it's like you just wash it off. But you can't wash it in it. It's got to like spray it off. And it's got that gray shit like they give you if you're ever out in the fucking wilderness. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Talking about shiny shit?
Yeah.
That's
It's on the inside of that cat house,
like a space blanket.
and it's got a thick black stuff around the outside.
It's a survival blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that reflective material on the inside. That's
Huh.
for the heat. So it holds heat. So look at this shit. This shit's so stupid. Shit got to be for like knee pads to go in here. Because if you put anything in your front pocket and you bend down, you're crushing that motherfucker. Especially a phone. They don't even have back pockets. None. What the fuck, man? Some European, some bullshit.
Oh,
One of the
man.
fanciest that's got them little leather shoes on.
I bet you that's some shit that your damn brother-in-law would wear.
Yeah, they would be.
They would be like, oh my god, Corey's got the things just like that. Have you talked to her lately?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
You're
Really?
bagging? Huh?
I think she messaged me yesterday.
Really? You're bagging yonder?
You're on the counter.
Get your keys.
I love you. Please be careful.
Oh, well. Love you.
Love you. What?
U.S. President Donald Trump has already signed a slew of executive orders on the very first day of his second presidential term. Here's what you need to know. First, there's tariffs. Trump has loaded the economic gun. He is pointing the economic gun, and he's threatening to pull the trigger, maybe even next week. Trump said he's going to follow through on threats to impose a devastating 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico.
I think February 1st.
Now, that executive order wasn't actually signed yet, but these ones were. Trump declared a national emergency at the southern U.S. border with Mexico. He's designating drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. He's restricting refugee and asylum resettlement, and he's speeding up deportations. And get this, asked if he might use the U.S. military to attack drug cartels inside Mexico. Trump said, could happen. Trump issued a mass pardon for people convicted of attacking the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, 2021. He said he's issuing 1,500 such pardons, which means the vast majority of people convicted over January 6th. Then there's TikTok. Trump used to be staunchly in support of banning this app, and now he's sort of pro-TikTok. He signed an order to delay enforcing the ban. So the app is back online for now, but Trump is proposing some sort of joint venture in which the United States gets at least half of the ownership of TikTok. Trump undid U.S. government policies on race, gender, and climate change, which includes withdrawing the United States again from the Paris Climate Accord.
The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
He's also withdrawing the U.S. from the World Health Organization. Again, America and its neighbors have received a crash course reminding them of life under Trump. It's a never-ending roller coaster of threats, unfulfilled threats, and negotiation. U.S. President Donald Trump has already signed a slew of executive orders on the very first day of his second presidential term. Here's what you need to know. First, there's tariffs. Trump has loaded the economic gun. He is pointing the economic gun, and he's threatening to pull the trigger, maybe even next week. Trump said he's going to follow through on threats to impose a devastating...
First,
What are they about to do?
the Global Big Challenge 2025. Let's go, bro. Hey, nuts.
Sorry, go ahead.
When God's teaching you a lesson, He puts you in the same situation again and again. He's showing you in the Bible the lesson you have to learn, so the problem won't repeat. If you don't know where to look, you can use this app to ask about your problem and see what the Bible says about it. After you get it, you need to tell me how many lessons you've learned. When God's teaching you a lesson, He puts you in the same situation again and again. He's showing you in the Bible the lesson you have to learn, so the problem won't repeat. If you don't know where to look.
Size 8. She's going to be claiming 26. I do also have her in hematite in a size 6 and the rose gold in a 9. Here she is in an 8. Claimant's 26. That one is yours, Miss Laura. Screenshot if you'd like it. Tag is on. Going in your bag. Thank you so much. She's gorgeous. I love that thing. Okay, I only have a few more to open the right of
What you doing? Have you ever had white chicken chili? Me neither. My girlfriend was telling me about it, so I'm about to make some. That was so hot. A tablespoon of oil, heat it up. Chop you up 2 chicken breasts, onion, and some garlic. Then we gonna put down just a little bit of flour on this chicken. Now hit it with some some chili powder, cumin, onion powder, garlic powder, a little cayenne. I'm gonna throw a little chipotle in mine. Oh hell, let's throw some parsley on there too. Pepper. Get it good mixed up. Look at that that shit was about to smoke her in your hand. Cereal dog. Somebody told me. Dip your chicken out. Throw your onion and garlic in there and sear it off. Alright, you see that on the bottom? Throw you some chicken broth in there. Get that all to the bottom. That's where that good stuff is. Now do a can of corn. Throw in some butter beans, because I like butter beans. 2 teams of great pork beans. And then some cheese. Put back in our chicken. A block of salt and cream cheese. A cup of cream. Let this go in the stove for about 30 minutes. That's looking good. Throw in like a handful of some cheese. Hell, let's do 2. Dollop of cream juice? No, sour cream.
I got $10 billion in my kitchen cabinet. I got some in the dishwasher. I got it in the bedroom. I got it in the attic, in the bathroom. I am fucking shit of bricks. No pun intended. So he gets over there. He goes, man, I didn't believe that you had this much money. This is going to take a long time. I said, I know. Where do we begin? He says, let's just start buying gold. 1 ounce rounds. Oh, man. I said, I like that idea. Okay, what are we going to do? You can't bring gold across. So they're going to know. He goes, no. What is Australia known for? I said, Australia is known for a few things: kangaroos, Ugg boots. He goes, Ugg boots, famous. You know what an Ugg boot is, right? Sound like an Ugg boot. He goes, we're going to buy Ugg boots. He says, we're going to take the soles out of the Ugg boots, and we're going to glue the gold coins on the bottom. You can fit 4 gold 1 ounce rounds in each sole. So that's 8 coins. That's like, at the time, $16,000. And he says, we're going to just start shipping them. He says, what we'll do is we'll start shipping them to our girlfriends, our wives, our buddies from college, whoever. Everyone's getting Ugg boots. Ugg boots, right? I said, man, this is going to take forever. Like, I said, isn't there a faster way? I said, he said, yeah, there's a faster way. He says, now we're going to take the Australian dollar and we're going to go purchase euros. They make a $500 euro note, which at the time was like $750. So every day we take 50,000, and we had a team of like 4 guys. His brother was there, his father-in-law was there. We're around the whole town. We each take 50,000, so that's 200,000 a day, and we're buying these euro notes. So we start putting these $500 euro notes in these comic books, and we're putting them in. And we're filling like 20,000 each comic book, and we're vacuum sealing it, and then we're putting it in at the time eBay was big, so we put it in eBay. An eBay sticker like it's coming from Australia, and we send them. Dude, we had 100% return rate. Not one of them got picked off. So it's working, but it's so slow, man. It's a lot of work. Like, it's so much work. We got a 4-man crew of squares, you might have. We got an accountant, a guy from USC, a fire captain. Like, we're talking squares here, okay? So I'm like, man, this is taking way too long. So I stayed with this girl who's from Mexico. I said, hey, do you have any contacts? I said, man, I'm in a bind right now. She's like, what's the problem? I said, I got all this money. And this gambler lost all this money. I don't know how to get it out of the country. She goes, why don't you use the casinos? I said, the casinos. She goes, yeah. Get like a high roller come and just, I said, do you have anybody? She goes, I got the perfect guy. His name's Robin Hood. I said, yeah, what does he do? He's a professional blackjack player. He's a high roller in Vegas. They call him Robin Hood 702. I said, this is perfect. I said, what do I need to do? She's like, well, you need to fly back to California to meet him. So I'm like, fuck it. I told the guys, hey, you guys keep doing your thing with the coins, the euro notes. And I said, I'm flying back to California. I'm meeting Robin Hood 702. And they're like, all right, whatever you got going, go. So I get to California, and I remember going to the Santa Monica Fairmount. It's a hotel right on the mountain. Yeah. What are you talking about? So it's right on Ocean Boulevard there in Wilshire, and I get there, and I meet this Robin Hood. He has his hat down, and he looks paranoid, man. And I go, hey, man, I went by the name Junior. I go, I'm Junior. He goes, I'm Robin Hood. He wouldn't tell me his name. I said, nice to meet you, Robin Hood. I said, this is the situation. I gave him the situation. I got a gambler. I just lost $10 million. I got to get the money out of the fucking country. I have no other way to get it. This girl I'm dating says that you're the man. He goes, yeah, I'm a high roller. What are you thinking? I said, well, I got like $1.5 million in the suitcase just waiting for you. Want to just try it? I got $10 million in my kitchen cabinet. I got some in the.
Keep my name out your. I'm gonna own some real estate. Okay? No. Bonnie, thank you for getting started. Courtney, we doing something, girl. Oh, somebody somewhere done messed up. All right, let's put twins back in here. Look, there ain't even a playground in there, okay? I'm telling y'all, it's like the new Bat Cave. It's nothing but cobwebs. All right, Shay, are you here and ready? Everybody's like, ooh, y'all made me sweat talking about me being pregnant, girl. I started perspiring. Okay. That's it. It is the Cave of Wonders. Like, okay, except there ain't no gold in here, baby. Okay? There ain't no gold. There might be a flying carpet somewhere, and you might find a boo hiding, but there ain't nothing else in there. Mm-mm. I see you, Shay. Okay, so with your order, you are getting a free pop.
Oh, a Bengal is the shittiest cat breed you could ever own. Those little wild-looking shitheads look like they've been dipped in fake leopard spots. Who the fuck needs a cat that thinks it's the king of the jungle in your living room? Honestly, just... why air it out?
They started shutting that down this morning. We were told last night that they were shutting it down and that they're closing all the grocery stores and all the stores that are going to be closed, and they're asking everybody to just shelter in place. So that's what we're doing. I know, the sea turtles. I was just sitting on the dock of the bay 2 days ago.
Cannot borrow $200. I can do you one better. Ask.
So I just woke up, and the first video I see on this ad is that South Carolina has introduced a fucking bill that says they have the right to execute women who seek out an abortion. Not have an abortion, which is already insane, but women who seek out an abortion, they want to be able to execute them. I cannot believe.
you guys? What have awesome?
So the first one was at the county jail. Got found guilty. Never been in trouble. 23 years old. Lost my jury trial. Facing 40 years. Was there for about 3 weeks. My cellie was Ezekiel. This is all part to do with the fight. The corroborating evidence, and he came in with 3 co-defendants, and he was like a big-time dope dealer that got pulled over with a U-Haul truck with a bunch of cash and marijuana residue. Now, you develop a relationship with your cellie. You get very intimate, not sexually, but it's just like, he's sort of a father figure. And after the fight happened, I found out like they wanted to plead guilty and he wanted to go to trial. And so there's Francesco, Mario, and Antonio and Ezekiel, who was my cellie. So one day we're just sitting there eating. There's 4 white guys in the cell. There's Carlos, a couple pimps, bank robbers, home invasions. It's just because it's the county jail, you mixed in. And everything's metal. There's like a picnic table, it's just solid metal. Everything's cement, metal edges, it's just hard. There's nothing soft in this pod. And I'm just sitting at the picnic table. I don't know, it was close to lockdown for the night, and Mario, he's probably 8 or 10 years my elder. He just kind of like he's shadow boxing with me, and I'm sitting on the bench. And then he swings at me, and I kind of duck, and then everybody in the room just circle, right? But they're all against the wall, and it's like, so he's making a move, so I jump off the bench. I'm 23. I did an inventory, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. Never ever in a fight that I can remember. My dad would always say, if somebody messes with you, you just punch them right between the eyes as hard as you can out of blind them and then go at them. And that in 4th or 5th grade, I was on a bus. I'm pretty introverted, and this guy was just kind of throwing his book bag at me and just making fun of me, and then, it happened.
Okay, if you're
If you're wearing a t-shirt, you're gonna stand out. Everyone wears suits. And he says, we gotta look nice. So I go and I get a suit. And here I am with this Italian guy wearing these suits. And he goes, okay, now we gotta get a suitcase because we gotta pretend like we're businessmen and we're rolling this suitcase around Sydney. Everyone has these rolling suitcases. And I go, hey, whatever he says, he knows the game. I'm new to this. So I'm like, okay. I tell Hefe, I said, what do we do? We're ready. He goes, we go to the Four Seasons Hotel. He says, get a room. He says, in 20 minutes, you're going to have a package delivered. I said, all right, cool. I said, how many? He says, you're going to have 20 birds dropping off. I said, birds? How many birds? I don't know the game. I'm like, birds? Okay. All right, 20 birds. All right, cool. So I get there. I tell Uncle Louis, I said, hey, get a room next to mine. I said, so we're not in the same room. And this package is coming. So 20 minutes later, I get that knock on the door, and there's a guy with a box, and he goes, here you go. I go, holy shit. I take it, and I get on. I'm like, fuck, I'm scared. I'm like, fuck, this is going to give me a life sentence right here. Anything over 2 kilos in Australia, you're going to prison forever. So I knock on the wall. I said, hey, Uncle Louie, get over here. He comes over, he opens it up, he goes, holy shit, nephew. He says, you just became a millionaire overnight. And I said, holy shit, are you serious? He goes, yeah. He goes, let me see what I can do. So he takes it, goes to his people. 30 minutes later, he's back with $2 million. Damn, that quick, like that. 30 minutes. I was like, holy shit, Louie. He goes, they asked when we can get the next shipment. Damn. So I'm telling him, I go, hey, I got your money. Where do you want it? He goes, just hold on to it. Put it in your apartment. I said, man, no, are you kidding me? I'm holding your money too now? He goes, yeah, just hold on to it. So I'm like, all right. So
Hi everybody, I'm here at college, and I'm giving Colin my ultrasound.
First thing I have is brushes because I have like one of these, but it just broke and I took off the three of them and now I had to use that. But it looks so much smaller than a brush in there. What out of 10?
4.
Oh my god. God damn! Ultra deck. God damn. This dry shampoo, fresh citrus, Rainish. We have DV, which is my hair mask, and this says, what
does it say?
It said that it's new and that it's whip that, goddamn, whip that shit. We finna whip this old motherfucker.
They can make
Whip that. It's a hair mask. And I use, I just literally punched myself in the surf with that. I use their, what is it called? Their serum in my hair. This one I'm so excited for because I walked by it and I said, how do I not leave with this? It's so I can put pink streaks in my hair.
Are you for real?
Oh, I'm dead serious. I'm so excited. Me and Leela are going to do it for fun, but Leela doesn't know it yet. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. And then I got this at the checkout because I need a new face moisturizer, and I think I read that it was a moisturizer, but it was also pink, so I had to get it. So, and it's cute. It's tiny. It's like my boy name. And then this is ultimately what I did come to Ulta for because I needed this. It's like a hair conditioning like spray, and yeah.
So we left with 6 extra things.
Yep. And I needed every single one of them. Ooh, and we got smoothie.
Allergy.
No, I never talked about the fights. And there were 3 very significant fights, and there was an incident in Marion, and you know, I wasn't a fighter when I was young, and I mean, these were probably the most violent things that I've ever been involved in my life that happened to me or that I had to do to somebody else. But the thing is, when you fight in prison, there's no rules, there's no ref, there's no tap out, there's nowhere to run. Like, screaming's not going to help you. And two of the fights, there's little tidbits in the book. And then when I got it, you know, inspired, and I called you, I thought back like 2001, 2002, right before I got sober the first time. I would go to these crack houses, and one day I started smoking crack, and something was on the TV, and I started to tell a story of the fight. And so, like, it was, you know, I was a binging drinker, occasional crack house, but then those last 2 years, it's probably 15, 20 episodes. And then sometimes I'd go to the crack house and I'd be like, that's the dude who's got the prison stories, and we don't know if it's true, but he can really tell a story. But like in some demonic, fucked up, toxic way, it just helped me to get it out. I've never told these stories to anyone. So there's 3 I want to go through, and I'll give a little background.
Allergy.
He somehow maneuvers his manacled hands around.
No, you got the wrong owl. The owl is. If the limestone figures us who Texas Howard was taken from us.
The key is to have this all the way up against the axilla. Thumb neutrally positioned here. You can leave the towel and then you overlap the foam like that. Foam is overlapped, and then the Velcro goes over. The key is
What's up, guys? We are at Jelly Daddy Rolls new bar, and we ordered one of everything on the menu.
Huh? okay?
Yeah, my head hurts and my back. I got in a Witch Out Sprint earlier. He was, I think he playing from his Chromebook and doing work. He was in like where where I was at home one day and I had to go like do that thing on your computer.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was doing that. I was like, why did you maybe didn't have to answer that?
I used to put in free glass in people's orders if they said it was their birthday, but then everyone kept saying that it was their birthday. So eventually I had to stop because giving away too many free glasses wasn't good for business. Almost every order had said it was their birthday, so it was really hard to tell who was telling the truth. I literally had made one video about me giving away free glass to a customer for her birthday, and everyone ran with it. So yeah, I wish I could give away free glasses to people's birthdays, but I don't know who's telling the truth. I used to
Minecraft player will randomly teleport you. Alright, and we got the 2 biomes
You
with no
can stay
trees.
from
Awesome! Literally
Huh?
what? Oh, it's just a square block of sand. What an amazing spawn. 2 minutes in and I found it.
Hi. I'm good.